Hello everyone, welcome into the video. This is a pick a card reading designed for the unemployed. It is going to be a career reading. I have chosen 3 decks with the guidance of spirit, and I've also chose the deck's crystals to go along with them. Pile number 1, your deck, is the Wild Unknown Tarot Pocket Edition, and it has a nice juicy chunk of pyrite with it. For pile number 2, we have a unicorn deck that has a nice, beautiful piece of purpurite with it. And then lastly, for pile number 3, we have the Spirit Song Tarot deck. Alongside with it is a pink amethyst tower. So go ahead and choose your piles now, and we'll jump right into pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your section of the video. You have chose the Wild Unknown Tarot deck as your deck of choosing. Tapping into your energy field, I am feeling a bit drained myself from your energy. It seems like your energy is overrun, tired. You kind of are low right now, and I think you need to build yourself up. It seems to me that your energy is low because you've done a lot of work. You've done a lot of searching. You've done a lot of overextending yourself. It's almost like you've ran yourself dry in a way where you've just put a lot of effort and a lot of time into finding your job, finding the thing that is calling you. You're also putting a lot of time into helping other people and resolving things for them, and just having a lot of side projects going on right now. It seems like you're all over the place. You're mentally drained, you're distracted, and your self-esteem is low too. Like, you just feel mentally all over the place and down in like more areas than one, and it's not very healthy. I don't think it's not healthy at all. It almost seems like you need to take a step back and bring your energy back to yourself. You need to take your energy back. You've put your energy into a lot of areas. You've put your energy into a lot of people, and some of that energy needs to come back to you, or at least most of it. Most of that energy needs to come back to you. Recall that energy back to you, and I'm sure it's going to boost up your energy and your self-esteem just by doing that. But let's go ahead and get into your cards. I have chosen your cards for this reading from the Wild Unknown Tarot deck. We have the Four of Wands coming out here first, and it's in reverse. It seems like you were, like I said, disconnected. You are not within yourself. Your energy is outsourced to a bunch of different people, and you're not looking inwards. You're not using that energy a lot for yourself, and that is one of the biggest reasons why you're drained. You're overextending yourself. You need to recall this energy back to you so that way you can be more connected with yourself. We've got the Three of Cups in reverse as well. I'm just going to go ahead and throw down the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You're all over the place. You're disconnected. You need to wake up and realize that your self-esteem is very low because you're not allowed to think for yourself. You're not allowed to feel for yourself as a priority. I know you're still looking, you're still doing for yourself, but it's very minimal. It's not enough for you to gain traction, and it's almost like it's ruining your energy. It's almost like you keep denying yourself from improving your quality of life. You keep finding obstacles to go around. You keep diverting in different directions, and you're really not looking inwards enough to change what you need to change to be able to bring this job into your life. You're distracted. You are putting your energy out too much to people that don't need it. You have too much going on in your life. You're not looking inwards. There's a bunch of different things that are going on right now for you that's just causing an element of disruption to bringing in a job. This is the hard part to hear, is that you've got to make changes for yourself. You've got to realize that you are standing in your own way from attracting this job. You've got to be able to get out of your own way to fully bring in what you're looking for. I know it's hard to understand what exactly that is, but it's just a little bit of self-work. It's not a whole lot. It's your boundaries. It's your energy, give and take. Like, you've got to be able to control that better. You've got to be able to see what's really going on right now in your life. You've got to be able to bring up your self-esteem by doing enough for you that you feel happy and you feel proud of yourself. You don't really realize how much you affect other people. You don't really realize the benefits that you give other people by your energy. Creating a healthy foundation, creating a healthy boundary for yourself is going to be really key. You've got to start designing in your mind of like what you are wanting, what are you wanting to attract, what are you wanting to do for yourself. Digging inwards is going to be the calling card for you, because you've got to realize what resources that you have. You got to realize with the Father of Wands, which is the King of Wands coming out, that you are powerful, you are determined, you're colorful, you have a backbone, you're very assertive, you know how to get things done, you know how to communicate, you know how to talk. I really feel that you have a way about you to have authority in situations. You have a way about you of taking control of situations. But you also have this delicate side of you. You also have a delicacy, a soft touch, a soft approach. It's not rash, it's not harsh. You have a way of bringing people together. You have a way of bringing closure to people. You do it in a way that it just seems like art. It seems like you master this talent. You have the ability to connect people. You have the ability to connect with people. And I feel like this is one of your really, really strong suits. And I think this is something that you could easily tap into and make it your own. You can find a job with this relation. You have the opportunity to either be in a power position. You have that talent to be able to direct and coordinate and bring people together to work as a team, to work as a unit. You have the ability to just be front and center and someone to look towards, someone to ask questions, someone that takes control of the situation, someone that is not afraid to say what's on their mind, someone that is able to speak things into existence and achieve the end goal. I'm bouncing all over the place with these characteristics because, like I said, it seems like your energy is a bit all over the place in itself. But back on track, I do feel as though that you are able to connect. You are able to heal. You are someone that's able to connect with other energy. So I see for you as a job opportunity is being able to heal. You have a healing touch. You could potentially get into healing work. You have the potential of being authoritative, being in a power position, whether that's a manager or someone that is over a business. You have the ability to connect and relate to people in relations. You could potentially jump into a line of work where maybe like a therapist or like a counselor or something along the lines of that, where you're able to dissect and figure out the situations that people are facing, and you are able to solve those situations. You are able to figure out what is best and what is needed for the help that they need. You've got to tap into your authoritative energy. You've got to realize the powers that you have. You got to realize that you don't fall under pressure of responsibility. You've got to build yourself up. You got to see exactly how talented you are in these aspects and how you can make use of these aspects. Because I see you being a really good coordinator. I see you being a really good communicator. You are a master with your words. You're a master with connecting to emotion. You're a master at figuring out how you can resolve issues and how you can bring the best out of people. Another thing that is calling out to me is maybe You could have a connection with animals as well. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be humans that you are helping or healing or controlling. It could also be animals. So maybe there's a calling card for you to dabble in something within the animal field of work. It doesn't necessarily have to be humans that you are in the line of work for. You've got to build yourself up. You got to fully realize who you are. You've got to fully invest into what you can be. That first starts with connecting with your energy more. Stop getting distracted. Stop focusing on other people right now. I know you have a lot of downtime in your life right now since you're unemployed. If you're actually looking for a job right now, I could understand that. But I still feel like if you are looking for a job, you do have a lot of downtime with the job that you have. Maybe you're part-time, or maybe you just have a lot of days off or something like that to allow yourself to think about this opportunity of moving on. But I think you need to not use your downtime in investing in other people right now. I think you need to invest in yourself. I think you need to bring that energy back home to where it belongs and allow yourself to invest in lifting yourself up, lifting up your energy, build up your self-esteem, build yourself up to where you know you're this authoritative emperor type of energy, that you're able to get things done, that you're able to accomplish many, many things. You've got to be able to adapt. You've got to be able to change. You can't just think the same way you're thinking right now and expect that the job that you're wanting, or expect that any job would come your way right now, because you've got to get to that position where you're ready, you're available. And whenever you do, or whenever you are ready, is whenever your energy is back up in its highest form, whenever you are in control of your energy, whenever your mindset is wrapped around the positive aspects of yourself. This is where it's going to create that firm foundation, the Ace of Pentacles. You want the Ace of Pentacles to be reversed back upright, so that way you are able to start this journey. Until the Ace of Pentacles is reversed back around, you aren't ready. So if you're someone that likes to get readings constantly, and the Ace of Pentacles comes back out later for you, you know you're ready, and you know you're able to find the job that is going to call out to you. I know the Temperance card didn't come out in this reading, but I do feel that you could probably use the Temperance as a way of improving yourself by getting rid of some negative energy and bringing in some positive energy, because right now you're not harmonized either. Like, I know I've been touching on the aspect of you feeling disconnected and your energy's all over the place. You're not harmonized either. Maybe being able to cleanse yourself, maybe being able to cleanse the energy around you, and disconnecting from old patterns and disconnecting from old energy would be really, really important for you. Maybe it's time to start up a new routine. Maybe you need to, wake up at a different time in the morning, or, eat a different type of breakfast if you're constantly eating the same routine type of meal, or go on a jog every single day if you're not exercising. Something to change up your routine seems like it would be a good start to revamping your energy. I'm sure you can dig inwards and find out what you think that would be for you. It's going to call out differently to a bunch of different other people, but I feel like you could potentially revamp your energy by changing your routine of the day. Disassociating yourself from people that are creating drama in your life. I know maybe you have the feeling of interest when it comes to drama. Like, maybe you're not in the drama and you're just like sipping on your tea, so to speak, and listening to the drama. Even that could add enough of disruption into your life to give you some bad energy. And if you're not good at releasing energy, you could be holding on to that. Maybe it's a good idea that you stop listening to that kind of stuff and try to clear yourself away from any potential negative energy source. You don't want to relate to that. You don't want to bring that into your life. You don't want to bring that into your subconscious. Just overall, becoming more centered and becoming more grounded is the right approach for you right now to, like I said, take back your energy. That's just the main topic of this whole read, is being able to take that energy back. Because the biggest lesson here I see, I'm just now making the connection, is that You are keen to being in a position of power. You are keen to be in a position of authority. But you've got to have authority over your own energy. You've got to be in power of your own energy. You've got to master it. And if you don't have that, then you're not ready for this position. But I see you being very, very talented for this type of position. Being in control, being able to, like I said, bring people together or help people or heal people. Like, you have this ability. You have this raw ability to just help socially. So that's what I see for you, pile number one. I see you being in a position of power. I see you in a position of healing. I see you in a position of speaking. This is what's really calling out to me. And I feel like you could find a job that relates to any of these energies. I know one of these types of energies are going to call out to you. It's not going to be the same for everybody, but something along these lines is going to be exactly what you need to look into. But you've got to be ready first. You've got to get yourself to the position of being ready. So hopefully this resonated with you. Hopefully this is allowing you to see the bigger picture and connecting with what you need to connect with. And I really hope that it works out for you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for taking your time out of your day to listen to this video. Just a friendly reminder, take what resonates and leave the rest. It might not resonate fully for everyone, but like I said, just take what resonates and leave the rest. And then also, I would like to shout myself out by saying that there is 2 links in the description. One is for my Discord page, that if you want to come by into the Discord and you want a personal reading, you can sign up for that through my Discord, reach out to me. Also, if you want a free reading, you can come by my Twitch page when I'm live, and I do tarot on Twitch. Thank you so much for listening, guys. If you want to like and subscribe, feel free to do so. And then also comment down below what you thought about the reading or how it made you feel. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to your section of the video. You have picked a unicorn tarot deck, and you've also picked the Purpurite crystal. This is one of my favorite combinations that I've done so far for these tarot videos, and I think there's a particular reason for it. To me, it has the element of art. Being able to see the minimal details in things and being able to appreciate them. Connecting into your energy, pile number 2, I feel that you have the rare ability to tell the truth, to be honest. You're humble, you're quiet, your whole world revolves around you. You're very centered, you're very grounded. You don't like company, you don't like dealing with other people. You are very in your own world, in your own element. So that is very understandable. That's why I feel like maybe this is the reason why you connected to this deck and chose this deck as your pile. So I've chosen the cards. So let's go ahead and flip over the cards for this reading. The first card is the 3 of Swords. And I don't necessarily connect to the 3 of Swords in a way that you typically would whenever you're reading tarot, which is heartbreak, getting ready for like a breakup in a relationship or something along the lines of that. It, to me, resembles that you have a story. You have an emotional story. You have a connection. You have history. You have a very interesting story. It's not necessarily like bad that you have an interesting story. To me, I feel like it's good. I feel like it's inspiration. I feel like you are someone that has come a long ways through your own personal journey, and it's really elevated you to being the person that you are today. And I really feel like people need to know who you are. People need to understand who you are, because you are so strong. You are so powerful. You're so wise beyond your years, and you're very, very talented. There's a lot of energy and emotion that pours out of you in everything that you do, with the way that you speak, with how you convey your emotions, with the way you do, and how your energy just brightens up the atmosphere that you're in. You have an artistic vibe to you, and you also have a loner vibe to you. I feel like it's because you're not able to trust people. You just don't have a good connection with working with others. And that's not a bad thing. I think that comes just from your past and your journey that you're currently on. That there's a lot of jealousy that surrounds your energy. People see you and immediately are inspired by you and immediately like want to be you. They don't, I don't know if it's due to being threatened or if it's just like they see something in you that they wish they had, probably like culturally and like the upbringing and things of that nature. I'm really feeling like a Pisces energy out of this whole read, that the way I relate to Pisces is and hopefully this is not like a shot at people that are Pisces, but I feel like the Pisces are the abstract zodiac in all of the zodiacs. They stand out pretty well. They know how to express themselves. They know how to not really worry about what other people's thoughts and feelings are, about how they dress, about how they act, about how they, just express who they are with the way they do things. They don't really like look in too deep for it. At least that's how I resonate with Pisces, and the Pisces that I do know, that just seems like the general gist of who they are. And I feel like you don't want to taint your energy from other people. Like their energies doesn't matter to you. You just want to be independent. You want to be who you are. And that's why, like I said, I continue to feel this artsy vibe from you. I think you could truly inspire people. I think you have the ability to do that. And I think the way this is going is that even though you don't like being around people, you have the ability to move people. And I think you need to take action on that. There's an old saying that says the pen is mightier than the sword. And I really resonate with that with the Ace of Swords that has dropped down. I think you need to take action. I think you are able to manifest what you want purely. But I also think that, you have the ability to write. I think you can have that as your artistic style. Like I said, I feel a really strong, heavy, artsy vibe from you. I think you could be either like a songwriter, someone who's, into music and a musician. I feel like you can really make this into something if you're currently doing that. I think you can easily turn this into something if you, are very hesitant on like posting YouTube content with your stuff or, publishing your content to Spotify. I think you need to take action. I think you need to do that. I think you need to manifest behind taking this action, not just doing it and not having any spiritual guidance or not having any spiritual backup. But I think you need to manifest this and attempt it. I don't see what it would hurt, I could see you being into music. I could see you songwriting. I could see you writing books. Being able to convey your story to people is going to be mesmerizing. I think you can do it in multiple fashions. Books, songs, art, painting, coloring. I mean, there's a huge scheme of being able to do this. You could even potentially be a motivational speaker. Like, I know that's kind of like maybe out of the wheelhouse of the hermit, but I truly feel that you could easily reach out to people and show them your story. Tell them your story of how you are who you are and what you've had to go through and how they can go through similar things and prevail and come out better than they ever expected. I also feel that, tagging on to the Hermit card, that you are able to potentially have an at-home job. You have the ability to find a resource, and I'm not exactly sure what kind of resource it would be, but you could find a resource that allows you to use these abilities that you have in an at-home type of position. I feel like there's some way that you can connect out onto an online job with these resources, with these abilities with this connection. I could see you taking on the entrepreneur type of element into yourself as well, where you could either start up your own business at home, or you can start up a business out in public if you would like. But it kind of seems like that's only for a few of you people. It doesn't seem like that's for everyone that's going to go public with their business. I could see that happening, but only for a select few of you. I feel like a lot of you could start up a business at home, whether that's making crafts or, selling things online. I could see you potentially becoming a streamer or a YouTube content creator or a TikTok content creator. Like, the options are endless for you, pile number 2, when it comes to, being able to express yourself. Like, I honestly feel like that's going to be the most appropriate thing for you, is being able to express yourself. You've got to really tap into your story that you have gone through. You've got to use that as inspiration. You've got to use that as the motivation to create this job that you are looking for. I honestly think you need to remain independent. I don't think you need to bring anybody into this element with you. Like, if you're deciding that you want to create a business, I think you should do it by yourself. I don't think you need anybody else to help you. I don't think you need to bring in a partner that you feel would make you feel more confident. I don't think you need that. I think you need to remain independent within yourself and try to go about it by yourself. You're strong, you're capable, you have the tools and the utilities to be able to do things that you were thinking of. You've just got to sit down with yourself, allow yourself to be inspired, allow yourself to be connected to what you really want to do, and then manifest, get the spiritual backup, and go for it. I don't think you have anything to lose. I think you need to go in it with an enormous amount of confidence and create the life that you want to live with this as the inspiration. And I think you'll be very successful. I think you would have a lot of fun with it. I think it might be something that you may have even dreamed of at one point. And I think it could possibly exist for you. If you feel like you're in a rut right now, thinking that you can only do what is traditional, which is like finding a job and working for a business or like working for a boss or something like that, I don't think you need to live in fear of that. I think you're able to do what we have talked about. I think you can get into your own element and figure out what is best for you. I don't think you need that security blanket. I think you're able to fall in line with what you feel passionate for, what you feel called to. I think the passion that you have is what's going to make you money, what's going to make you successful. The story as well, just having that as extra motivation and having that attract people. I think that it's going to be your lure in finding, if you're going to do a business, that's going to lure in the people that are going to invest into you. They're going to feel connected. They're going to feel in awe of you because you already capture that attention. You already have that gravitating towards you. So why not capitalize on that gravity-fed system and benefit off of it while also doing something that you love to do? Allow this to be the start of your journey, but you've got to take action. You can't allow yourself to be passive and then hope to maybe do a little bit here and a little bit there, and then maybe one day it will just blossom into one whole thing magically by itself. I think you need to take action and do the appropriate steps to bringing yourself to this part of your life and doing what you feel called to do. Your path and your journey has a purpose. It's not just a coincidence that this has all happened to you at one time. Use it. Use it and capitalize on it. Use your tools, use your resources, and make yourself a lot of money while doing it, I think there's, like I said before, a vast amount of possibilities for you to take on. But just keep in mind that even if I didn't say what you may feel called to as a job, just keep in mind that you need to have a form of expressing yourself. That is the main key. What is the best way that you can express yourself and kind of convey and tell your story? That could be an endless amount of possibilities. So don't feel hesitant that if I didn't call out what you originally thought of. For some reason, I'm hearing like comedy as well. I don't know why I'm hearing comedy. Maybe that's a form of expression that some people might want to try out, is like comedy or something like that. If I didn't call out what you are feeling drawn to, just think like, how can I express myself? What do I feel called to do? And just capitalize on that. Allow that to be your idea. And I know it's going to work out for you. So don't think just because I didn't call it out that it's not going to work, because it will. I feel very confident in that. But that is the end of your reading, pile number 2. I hope you resonated with this reading. And if you didn't, just take what resonates and leave the rest, because maybe it's not meant for everyone to hear the full reading. But thank you so much for being here. I also want to give a quick shout out to the description of this video. I have 2 links down there that you can check out. One links to my Discord, where you can pop into my Discord and get a private reading if you would like. And then also, I have a Twitch page that I stream tarot on that you can come by and get a free reading. If you feel called to like and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. And then also comment down below what you think about the reading and how it made you feel. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome into your section of the video. You are spiritual ambassadors. I don't know why that just popped in my head, but you are spiritual ambassadors. Spirit just wanted me to say that, I guess. That's what I'm feeling connection with right now with you, pile number 3, is that you seem to have this element of really positive connection with spirit. You have this really positive connection with the understanding of spirituality. You have a knack of like just seemingly getting it. You understand it. You have good approaches to a lot of spiritual things that could amount to, anything really, whether that's with tarot, whether that's with morals, whether that's with how you perceive things and how you generate your life. Like overall, you are just well connected with the spiritual element. And that's really amazing, because I think that is part of the reason why you're here, is because you're trying to understand more of yourself. You're trying to understand the direction that you're going. Right now, you're at a loss. You don't understand why you're here, where you're at. You don't understand what your next move should be. You don't understand where you're going from here. And right now, you're in a position of not having a job, or you're in a position of thinking about leaving your job. And that's why you're here on this video, is because you're trying to figure all that out. So let's go ahead and dive into the cards. The first card is the Knight of Feathers, which in this deck is a little bit different than the typical tarot. The feathers represents the swords. So this is the Knight of Swords card that's coming out here. You are not the Knight of Swords energy right now. You are not possessing the thought process that you need to possess to find your next job or career. You are not focused on this element in your life. You're distracted by many different possibilities of ideas or tasks that you have to do, or even other hobbies that you are invested in right now. You're not focused. You need to focus on this element of your life. If you're wanting to figure things out, if you're wanting to figure out the direction you're supposed to go, you've got to put attention to it. You've got to understand it, because right now you have got to become whole with your energy again. You've got to really understand who you are, because right now you are designed to make a difference. You're designed to take on this next step of your life, to help, to be there for somebody, to be a great evolver. You've got a specific task that has been sent down to you from spirit that you've got to capitalize on, that you've got to understand what it is and how to move in that direction to accomplish it. It's going to be different than what you're used to. All the things that you've done in the past matter. It's gotten you here. It's gotten you prepared. But I don't think it's going to be what you're going to be doing next. I don't think you're going to be diving into the same old, same old. I think you need to participate in understanding that you can do something different. You can evolve. You can bring in something new because you're very skillful. Spirit wanted me to say that you have skill to kill. Like you literally have, I know that that's just a random rhyme, but you literally have skills that nobody else has. You're able to learn, you're able to adapt, you're able to find new things that you didn't know you could do, that you can continue to grow and evolve and master a bunch of trades, master a bunch of different elements that you never know you could have. This is going to be something different than you're used to. But you've got to find it within yourself. You've got to find it within yourself. You've got to take time to dig deep into who you are, to figure out what your next move is, to figure out how you should approach it. Because it's going to call out to you. You're going to feel connected. You're going to understand why you are where you're at. Because where you're at right now has a lot to do with what you're going to be doing next. You've got to gather information. You've got to see different perspectives. You've got to be with yourself and encapsulate your own energy and understand it. You've got to really figure out who you are, what makes you you, how you can make a difference, how you can change, how you feel connected to your next career possibility. Because you're going to be able to have the power to affect the things around you. You're going to be a trendsetter. You're going to be like I said, you're going to be someone that evolves things. You're going to help the people around you, the community. And it's going to give you a real peace of mind. It's going to give you so much understanding of like why things happened a certain way. It's going to give you so much love back to yourself. Like I know that you have self-love for who you are, but having extra love is just going to bring some much needed encouragement. It's going to make you feel like what you're doing is worth it. And it's just going to bring a lot into your life that you just not had. You're going to feel very rewarded. And it's not about the money aspect overall. Like money helps, money matters, but it's not just based off of money. You're going to get your fair share. You're going to make a decent living, but that's not what matters. It's all about the outreach. It's all about what you can do with your potential. How can you affect other people? How can you heal other people? You're going to help other people live a better life. You just have that understanding. You just have that pre-knowledge before you ever even existed on this earth for this life that you're living. You just had this knowledge about you that you understood how to create a healthier way of living. And you've been able to do that for yourself. And I think you can take that understanding and turn it into your next career. How can you help other people find the same success that you have found in boosting up your energy and boosting the quality of your life and boosting the understanding of who you are? I think it's going to be different for everyone in pile number 3, that you're just going to have a different calling than other people. But you do have a calling. This is something that you have been granted. This has been something that has been coming to you for a long period of time, and you probably just never knew about it. But it's something that is going to make you feel at peace. It is something that enhances your quality of life, because that's literally what you've been doing this whole time throughout your whole life, is enhancing the quality of your life. So this is just something else that connects with you. I see some people from pile number 3 being able to be kind of like a dietitian. You could potentially help people understand what it's like to eat healthy, exercise, things of that nature. Like you're going to be able to help people become healthier physically. I see some people from pile number 3 being able to use their spiritual experiences as a connection to help other people, similar to reading tarot for people. You might be able to help other people by giving them advice, help other people by giving them an understanding of where they're at right now and what they need to do, and things of that nature. Some of you, for pile number 3, I could see you dabbling into like social work, being able to help the unfortunate, being able to help people that need social services and things of that nature. For pile number 3, I also feel like a healing quality that you have. I don't know, there's too many ideas that is coming to my mind for me to say all of them. I think you know what healing quality I'm talking about. You have the power to do that. You have the power to access that and help. That could be your next career opportunity. Pile number 3, you have a vast amount of knowledge. You have a vast amount of resources that you're able to potentially turn into an independent business. You have the ability to figure out a way to help people in a bigger way. Like I said before at the beginning, this is not something that you're used to doing. This is something that, is brand new to you. It's a brand new idea. You have a way of making people healthier, a way of giving people the knowledge that they need to create a better quality of life. That is the biggest idea right now for you, pile number 3, is being able to do that for people. So whatever it is that you feel called to, whatever it is that is jumping out to you, that is probably what it is that you need to do. But I highly recommend that you spend enough time with yourself to get a full understanding, because to me, like for probably about 97% of you people that are watching for pile number 3, it is something that you have not done before. So if you're getting reoccurring ideas of things that you've done in the past, more than likely it's not it. For about 3 to 5% of you, it probably is, but more than likely it is not. So just really, really sit with yourself and dig in deep of like what the potential possibly could be for you and try to act on it. What ideas are you immediately drawn to? What ideas do you feel like your community needs help with? What do you feel like what is around you you would be successful with doing? For some of you, you might not be able to do it because of what your area consists of. So just think about like the area that you're in. That is going to be a very big influence of like what your next chapter of your life is going to be on, is like what the area consists of. What are the people like? What do the people need that is around you? What kind of service can you provide to those people? And it doesn't have to be an independent business. For some of you, for a vast majority of you, probably at least 50-50, I see you becoming an independent business. You could totally work for somebody. You could totally help someone else's business and succeeding and capitalizing on that growth. You could totally do that. So don't limit yourself to like just thinking, oh, well, this is something that I have got to do alone. This could easily be something that you're involved with someone else's opportunity, someone else's business. What do you feel called to doing? Pile number 3. That is what you really need to spend more time on. Sit down with yourself, gather the information, gather the resources, gather the ideas. Stop being distracted, settle down, focus, bring light to the situation, bring positive energy, manifest, do the things that you know spiritually that you feel called to do because you are really spiritually inclined. You know what you're doing. You know how to take control of the situation, but you've got to act on it. You've got to be the one that takes control, because right now it seems like it's an afterthought, or at least like not in the heavy priority range for you. Like maybe it's priority 2 or 3 or 4 when it should be priority 1 or 2 that you are spending a lot of energy and time on. So pile number 3, thank you so much for being here. I hope you resonated with it. Make sure you take what resonates and leave the rest. It's not going to be for everyone. The whole thing is not going to be for one particular person either. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much for watching. Down in the description below, I have 2 different links. I have a link for my Discord where you can contact me and get a private reading if you would like. And then also a link to my Twitch page where I go live and do tarot. If you want a free reading, you can come by during one of my sessions and redeem a reading. If you feel called to like and subscribe, feel free to do so, and also comment down below what you thought about your reading. Thank you so much for everyone that has watched this video. I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.